Hey everybody, how's it? Aloha, this is Geebz here, your old composer here at the Decomposer Lounge, pulling back the layers, dissecting your favorite tracks. And this is the band that came to me from Patreon, my Patreon picks. I want to thank all my members over there. Thank you all. This band is called Failure, and the name of this song is called Stand By. That's not what the name of the song is. Stuck on You. And this was suggested to me in relationship with Tool for some reason. I think it's in the same genre. I'm doing a little more homework, as you can see slightly. So this band actually started off in Los Angeles and had about a 6-7 year run, and then took a break and came back and are still currently together. But they have their genres are listed everything from alternative rock, post grunge, alternative metal, alt rock, space rock. I kind of like that. If that is also a little bit like the stoner rock vibe. You know, I just like, you know, these long, powerful chords and that kind of composition. You know, there's always a little sense of ambience in it and stuff. So anyhow, so thank you all, usual, for your support, your comments. Always much appreciated when I chill out during the day before I take my nap. Old man needs his nap. I read the comments and catch up on what I can. And I want to thank you for that. That really means a lot. All right, guys, let's do this. This is Failure, Stuck on You. All right.
Then in a frozen bar, I claimed I didn't care for you, but your verse got trapped inside my head over and over again. You played yourself to death in me. Drop you easily, but that was not to be. You burrowed like a summer tick, so you invade my sleep and confuse my dreams, turn my nights to sleepless-ish. Stuck on you, tell me tired to fight your rhyme. Stuck on you till the end of time. You've got me paralyzed.
I don't know what sound that is. I mean, for that da 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 da. Sorry. I guess that could be generated by a guitar if it's running through a series of pedals and stuff. And as a band, when I saw the listing, I didn't see anything about keyboards there. That third chord that they play, so that arpeggiation starts, you know, that sequence of notes, arpeggiation, at the very beginning, and that really kind of like it's a gnawing overdrive kind of sound too. Kind of nails on a board kind of a thing. But when the guitar come in, remember I said earlier I like these big, fat, powerful, washy guitar chords and stuff like that. That third chord in that caught me off guard, and it's so cool, and it worked out so good in the hook. So they repeat a little bit of the patterns, you know, going up until we get to the hook. They repeated the, arpeggiation, da 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 da. And so that really drilled into my head, and that became kind of a second level hook after I heard the main hook here, which was Stuck on You. Love the background harmonies on that. The very first harmony on the very first part of the melody is really unique because it's almost like a suspended note, so it leaves you wanting a bit of a resolve. Also, I want to mention two more things. Is how the bass carries the verses, really super strong. Yes, the drums and the guitar is there, but that bass is what, to me, is keeping the lift through that whole part where he's singing his verses. The other thing is the unique EQing of the acoustic guitars during that. So there's just these straight strumming, and I believe it's the same chords actually as they started off with, except in the verse they kicked it down to just bass, acoustic guitar, and the drums. Excuse me. But the unique thing on this one is they really punched up the high end of the acoustic guitars and the EQ. So you can detect that, yes, this acoustic guitar is playing chords, but it was more of a percussive approach in its presentation. So that you can really hear the pick against the strings a lot more brighter. And it does sound like it was doubled because, there are some physical nuances that you can hear, or that I can hear. And it also kind of reminds me of something I just recently said in a video on how much technology and engineering and everything, and we can make bands and artists can record albums so crystal clear. Sometimes it can get sterile, and sometimes I miss the nuances of hearing fingers sliding on the string as chord changes and stuff, and those nuances, and that's really raw right here. So but I really settled in on that hook really fat. All right, let's go.
You've got me paralyzed. Holding on the telephone, I hear your mid-range moan. You're everywhere inside my room. Even when I'm alone, I hear your melody. You're everywhere inside of me. Stuck on you till the end of time. I'm too tired to fight your rhyme. Stuck on you till the end of time. You got me trapped, I can't escape. You're incessant wine. When you beam it out all across the sky. No, I can't escape. You're insipid light. When you shoot it deep, straight into my
Okay, that sounds like it's probably going into another song. You guys are gonna hate me for that stop. Da, 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 da. I love the harmony in that hook, man. It so fills out the intervals that are used in harmonies. Sometimes could be very wide, and what I mean by that is that in writing harmonies or choosing chord, when you're playing a chord, you have different ways of structuring the notes in that chord. You have to think of harmony sometimes as a chord. And if his voice is here, the next harmony might be da, 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 da. Those are short intervals, but if it's da, 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 big fat intervals like that in a harmony really adds to the richness of the chords that these guys were playing behind it, with that just really straight, powerful, just juicy, long, fat, you know, holding out those guitar chords. Something else that I noticed that I thought was really super cool, and to me, not until at the end of the song did I realize, wow, that's more powerful of an arrangement than I anticipated. How straight the drums are compared to everything I pretty much listen to on the channels. Boom, 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 and the only time that he got out of that, you know, one, bah, was in the hook. Added a little bit like a doom, doom, and how important that arrangement really was, you know, to everything that was going on, and that gave rhythmic life, if you would, to the rest of the arrangements. But I really just love the fact that this was, it was very stonerish and very, you know, I don't know, what was the other alternative, but no, what was the other thing that they used here when they said he was a space rock? Very much so. And once again, the sound of that, and I like at the very end, they bring everything back in just to emphasize, you know, we did this, we did this, we did this, we did this. And that arpeggiated thing that was done, I'm pretty sure with the guitar, you know, because at the end, I started hearing hints of, oh, that's the sound. It sounds like that was done by the guitar. But the da-da-da-da-da-da-da, they brought it all in just to close it up and seal up the track. You know, kind of like polishing up, you know, that last bit of the hook and just make sure that it just, you know, stays imprinted in your soundtrack of life if you dug the track. Anyhow, thank you guys so much. Once again, this came from Patreon. Thank you guys at Patreon. I really do appreciate your support, but I also appreciate everybody's support here with the comments. You guys share the videos. I'm still getting cups of coffee. People are still buying me cups of coffee, and that means a lot too. But the comments and the sharing, and that's just today's day and age, considering all getting back into life, into work. If anybody spends much time anymore on YouTube watching videos, especially these kind of videos, I'm always grateful and deeply humbled by it. All right, guys, take care. Have a killer day. Aloha. All right.